Hi, my friends. My name is Cheryl Spangler, and welcome to Life in Northern Virginia podcast. Also, check me out on YouTube, which is Good Side of Real Estate. And today we're talking about your water. If you're wondering what's in your water, if you're wondering what crazy contaminants are in your drinking water, that includes your bottled water, you need to go to this website right now. It's ewg.org. So ewg.org basically stands for Environmental Working Group, EWG. And they basically are working to protect our environmental health. Now, they do studies and test water from everywhere in the United States. So you can go there and type in your zip code, and it'll bring up your city or county or wherever you live. And it will tell you all the above standard contaminants that are in your water, what they are, typically what brings them into the water. There's all kinds of, extra stuff you can click on. But just as an example, I'm going to throw out some cities and probably look some up live here on this podcast. But basically, let's say Fredericksburg City serves 22,500 people. There was 9 detected contaminants above the EPA standards. And also it basically tests the public water, okay? And there's all kinds of things on other waters. And I want to talk also about how do you filter this stuff out? What do you do? Most of these cause cancer. There's some other things showing up in the water that everyone needs to be very, very concerned about, whether they're being put in there purposely to contaminate people, or they just literally no one's doing their job, or they're just literally they can't keep up. There's just so many things going on in the economy and in the world right now. Okay, another one is Fairfax County. So Fairfax County is the largest county in the state of Virginia, and it serves 1,074,000 people. So 1 million people, basically. And I believe, and I don't know if this is exact, but in the state of Virginia, there's about 8 million people. 1 million of them reside in Fairfax County. So I pulled up Fairfax County Water Authority, which ewg.org/tap water. You can see, okay, any zip code, plug it in. And in Fairfax County, there are 12 exceeded health guidelines. There are 27 total contaminants that actually pop up, and 12 of them far exceed the actual regulated amounts. And not this, okay, let me just say this about this. The legal limits that they're even comparing against, these are legal limits for contaminants in tap water, but they haven't been updated for like 20 years. So even the legal limits haven't been updated, whereas we've come so far in even 12 months, let alone 20 years. What they should be having as a legal limit, who knows, right? And so from this website, you can actually contact your local official. You can learn more about it. You can learn about different ways to filter things out, either with activated carbon filters, which is the cheapest way, or a reverse osmosis house system, which basically goes in like under your kitchen sink. And think about it like we're worried about our drinking water. We go out and buy bottled water. On this website also talks about EPA standards and all the contaminants that are in the drinking water. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to do a follow-up podcast on this. Basically, I'm going to take my tap water here in Fredericksburg, which, by the way, has 9 above standard, way above standard detected contaminants, all of which clearly on the website say cause cancer. And I'm going to actually send it out to get tested by a private lab to find out all the other things that basically aren't being tested for that show up, because I want to know for real. And we're still bathing and showering and doing our dishes, washing our clothes. Like we fix coffee. Like I do filtered water. I mean, I use water from big 4 or 5 gallon jugs, but I'm going to filter that. I'm going to start with a carbon filter. I'm not going to install a whole house filter yet. And then I'm going to install a whole house filter. But sometimes I just go to the tap for the coffee water. And so no more. And you can actually click on the details on this website for what is the utility, what is this utility, company, meaning let's just say Fairfax County Port Authority, the utility company's amount, and what is the EWG, which is this website, the Environmental Working Group guideline, and what is the legal limit. And then if they have no legal limit, it's listed. And then also what is the potential effect of drinking this over time. And like, for example, I'm looking at the screen. If I plug in Fairfax County, there's 12 exceeded health guideline. There's 27 contaminants, 12 far exceed what they should be. They list what they are. And I'm looking through like the potential effect of them. And most say cancer, cancer, cancer. You click on the details. Some of them say bone cancer. Some say prostate cancer. Some say all these different things. And then they have a list of all other contaminations that have been tested in the water, and then they do a graph and a table of the contaminant above health guideline list, and then which type of filter it will fix, like remove. So the activated carbon filter, which is something that you can buy fairly inexpensive from between, let's say, $25 and $150 from, let's say, Amazon. And there's all the contaminations that get filtered through carbon. There are 2 listed here that don't get filtered through carbon that you would need a reverse osmosis system to remove. And those are listed as nitrate, and then something called nitrate and nitrate. And so then the third highest level, I would say, of a filtering system is something called an ion exchange. And you can go on the website and read about those. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm wanting to scare you, because this is just one of many, many, many podcasts that I'm going to be going on rants on. Also, check me out on Rumble. I'm going to start uploading videos of things that I'm not going to hold back on. I'm not going to hold back on telling the truth about what I see, what I experience, and people that are going through things that we literally can't share. Because do you know how many times I've actually tried to post some of this stuff on Facebook, and before I even press enter, or after I press enter, it disappears? It literally disappears. I thought I was going crazy one day, and I actually created something in Notepad, copied and pasted it, thinking maybe it's this, maybe it's my Facebook. And so then I refreshed my page. I made sure I was logged in properly. Okay, I'm driving myself crazy at this moment. I wrote it out in Notepad, what was going on, this experience of something happening, and then I pasted it into the post area, and then I posted it, and within a second, it was gone. Deleted. The very next thing I posted was something about a client that I was super happy something happened about. It posted fine. Tell me about that. So, needless to say, I'm using this audio podcast, and I'm also going to be posting some stories untold on Rumble, and I have a YouTube channel, and so you can check them all out. It's Good Side of Real Estate. And anyway, I think that everyone should at the very least, go get a carbon block water filter. And what I mean by that is that there's 2 types of carbon water filters. One is a carbon block, and the other is, let me look here. It's carbon activated. One is a carbon block, and the other is granulated activated carbon. The granulated activated carbon is actually not as good. It's less effective than a carbon block filter. They have smaller surface areas, and it comes in contact with the water too much. And the particles in the water just need to go stick to the carbon block. So I don't want to get all detailed on that, but I think everyone needs to really become more aware of what they're drinking. Do not think that the city you live in or the county you live in is taking care of you. You have to get some type of filter of all water, including the stupid bottled water we buy from any Wawa, any gas station, any Wegmans, any higher grocery store, anyone that's gourmet, anyone touting as exclusive, boutique. It doesn't matter. They're all selling you shit with things in it, and we need to filter that out. Everyone should also consider buying a water bottle filter. Like, you can buy these online. They're literally things people buy to go camping with, and I have one. It's just a little carbon filter that goes on top of a water bottle. So you want to go out and you want to go to the store, you want to go down the road and buy water bottles, then just keep a filter, stick it on top, and drink through that. This is just, I'm taking my 22 years of real estate and 6 years of extreme sports and my ridiculous health conscious, my obsessiveness on studying homeopathic ways of curing things, and the fact that multiple people in my family have died from COVID, and just trying to live the healthiest life while not being super freaked out about everything. I do think the water is the most important thing that we could focus on first if you were to do anything to change in your life. And to do one thing would just be to buy a simple carbon block water filter. And that could run you $35 on Amazon. And from there, get a more advanced water filter, or also consider buying kind of a travel water bottle filter. That way you can still drink your water out from the bottles you buy from the store, but then you just stick it on top. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. Check out more of my information. Let me know what you think. If you like it, make a comment. Even on this podcast, I check everything all the time. If you want to come to my YouTube and make a comment and say, hey, I liked your podcast, I will do more things like this. I will expose more. I will give great detail. I will share screens. I will show snapshots. I keep every piece of communication I ever get with people. And I also respond to all comments. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you soon.
The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds.